Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new video. Gonna be showcasing everything I recently picked up. We're already in April 2025, so this is a update slash pickups video. I'm gonna breeze through all of these because what I really want to get into is talking about the late great Val Kilmer. Rest in peace. He just recently passed away on April 1st. That's what I really want to talk about. So we'll do what we normally do is, I'll go through each and every one, talk briefly about it, and then we're going to dive in and talk more about Val Kilmer. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting at the top, we have 1917. Uh, these I picked up at my local bookstore. 1917 on 4K with a nice clean slipcover for only $9.99. You can't beat that. So glad it's back in my collection because I used to have it before and now it's back. I also picked up Lincoln. This is really nice gold slipcover here. Never seen it, but heard great things. Starring Daniel Day-Lewis, directed by Steven Spielberg. This was only $5.99 at my local bookstore, so I had to pick that up. Also picked up Batman Gotham Knight for $4.99, $5 at my local bookstore. I love the DC animated movies, and this is one that I have not seen surprisingly, and I hear this is tied into the Dark Knight trilogy somehow, so definitely want to check that out. Being a Batman fan, picked up this cool double feature of Clint Eastwood, Firefox, and Heartbreak Ridge. I've seen Heartbreak Ridge. It's great seeing Clint Eastwood as a drill sergeant, so badass. I've not seen Firefox, and this was only $7.99. You get both movies, Firefox and Heartbreak Ridge. Great find there. Another find for the expanding Clint Eastwood collection. Also picked up Chicago. This was only $6.99 as well. This is a Best Picture winner, I believe, for 2002. Not big on musicals, but this is one I've always been curious to check out since it's a Best Picture winner. Starring Richard Gere, Renee Zellweger, Catherine Zeta-Jones. So, yeah, happy to find that. So I could go right into the Best Picture winners collection. Also found Charlie's Angels, the first one, brand new sealed. This retro Blu-ray sticker for only $5 at my local bookstore. So had to pick that up. And lastly, from my local bookstore, I picked up Jack Reacher. This was only $5 as well, brand new. Currently watching the Reacher show in Prime, which is so much better, even though I'm a Tom Cruise fan. Alan Richter or Richardson, I believe is the actor's name from the Reacher show, does a much better portrayal of the character. But I still like the first Reacher movie, so I picked it up. Anyway, let's finish this up with this stack here. Now, all of these I got from Amazon. If you notice a pattern, I'll give you like a few seconds to see if you notice the pattern here. Okay, if you guessed it, yes. All of these, I believe, all of these, yep, they're all Paramount movies, all distributed by Paramount Pictures. You can see the logo all right here, which is, I don't know why it ended up being that way, but a lot of the Paramount movies had good deals on Amazon, so I just took advantage and I picked up a lot of these that some I've watched, some I haven't, and just needed to be added to the collection. So starting at the top, Double Jeopardy. I mean, this was going for, I think, like $11, 11 something for a 4K. It's hell of a deal right there. Maybe it was going for 12, I don't know, but it was a reasonable enough price for me to pick it up. I mean, if it's up to $15 for a 4K, that's a no-brainer. And I remember seeing this when it first came out back in the 90s. It would always play on TV. Tommy Jones is great. Ashley Judd is great. This is very underrated. So yeah, for not bad. I'm telling you. Next one up is The Accused with Kelly McGillis from Top Gun and Jodie Foster. Never even heard of this movie, but yeah, it's from the 80s. It's like a courtroom drama, and it looked interesting. The synopsis sounded really interesting, something I would be into. And this was going for real cheap, maybe like around $8 on Amazon. So had to pick that up. Also picked up Cold Mountain on Blu-ray. It has the digital, brand new. And yeah, this is like a Western frontier kind of movie with Jude Law, Nicole Kidman. Very underrated. Never gets talked about. I believe came out in the early 2000s. And this, I don't know if this was like a Best Picture nominee, but certainly appears so. And yeah, definitely want to rewatch this movie because I remember seeing it once. Remember certain things, but not everything. So had to pick it up for cheap. And then picked up Hostage with Bruce Willis. Great underrated thriller with Bruce Willis. Comes with the digital. Most of these I picked up with the buy two get one free deal they were having, or buy two for the price of three, or something like that. No, buy three for the price of two. Sorry, on Amazon. So I took advantage. So I picked up a lot of these titles that were eligible. Marathon Man. It's a great 70s thriller on Blu-ray with Dustin Hoffman and the really creepy evil Nazi dentist. So yeah, I had to pick this one up because I'm curious about the plot alone. So yeah, I picked that one up. The Phantom with Billy Zane, a very, very campy superhero movie from the 90s. But I like Billy Zane, and I remember seeing this way back, so I kind of want to rewatch it. So I picked that up. Picked up another campy movie, Popeye. Never seen it, but always been curious about this one. For cheap as well, with Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall, the late Shelley Duvall, R.I.P. Great actress from The Shining. Yeah, I can't believe there's a Popeye movie. Isn't that crazy? Popeye the Sailor Man. And Robin Williams played him. That's wild. So definitely want to check that out. Always was curious about this movie, The Time Machine. Picked this one up as well, just out of sheer curiosity. Don't know if it's good or not, but it has Guy Pearce in it. And I always liked him as an actor. So why the hell not? Again, it was part of that deal that they were having on Amazon. So I took advantage. I picked up What Lies Beneath, very underrated thriller with Harrison Ford, Michelle Pfeiffer. This one I've seen, and this one is really, really good. The twist is really good. So definitely look forward to rewatching this one. And then lastly, I picked up What Women Want with Mel Gibson and Helen Hunt. This rom-com that I actually enjoyed from what I remember. That you could read women's thoughts, and who wouldn't want that superpower? Even though it's kind of creepy, but yeah. So there you have it. All right, so that will do for all my pickups. Now we're going to get into the last two brand new pickups because this ties into what I really want to talk about. And that is the late great Val Kilmer movies right here. I picked up The Doors. I've seen this movie probably one time, and I remember just being so mesmerized, so in awe of Val Kilmer's performance as Jim Morrison. The way he sang, the way he just the way he commanded that movie. It was so good. Like, so I had to pick this up, especially finding out that he passed. You know, I had to add it to my collection, and rightfully so, because I know all his movies are gonna just sell out now. That's usually what happens when a great actor passes away. Everybody wants to pick up, you know, their merchandise, their movies, what have you. So I had to pick up The Doors on Blu-ray, and it comes with the digital, which is great. So definitely want to rewatch this one because I only seen it that one time, but I really enjoyed this one. This is one of director Oliver Stone's best movies, in my opinion, The Doors. And another one that's so overlooked is The Saint with Val Kilmer, one that I really want to rewatch now because he was playing like just different characters and different identities. Yeah, so this came out in the 90s. Definitely want to rewatch this one. And I just checked this morning, and this is completely sold out. So this is definitely going to be like rare or possibly out of print. Yeah, so there you have The Saint with Val Kilmer. Now we're gonna get to the movies that I already own. These four right here are my absolute favorite, like Val Kilmer performances. If I had to pick one, it was really hard, but let's do it like this. I guess we'll rank them. Um, with I guess if we had to do a top five, probably The Doors, him playing Jim Morrison, probably number five. I don't have Willow. Wish I had Willow on physical, but I have it on digital. But I like The Doors more than Willow. I know a lot of people prefer Willow and Val Kilmer's character in that movie, which is cool because Willow is really good as well. So yeah, The Doors, him playing Jim Morrison's number five. Number four, really hard because you know me, I love me some Batman. Batman's my number one hero. Oh man, it's really, you know what? I'm gonna go with Heat. No. Heat is just too good, damn good. I'm gonna put my Batman bias aside and say number four is Batman Forever. Say what you will about the movie. It's campy, it's hokey, it's cartoonish. You know, I feel like Batman and Robin is the worst Batman movie, but Batman Forever has always gotten a bad rap, you know, like bad reputation. Everyone compares it to Batman and Robin, says it's just as bad, and I disagree. I don't think it is. I just rewatched it last night, and Val Kilmer, I think he did a solid job as Bruce Wayne, like one of the more captivating Bruce Waynes, especially those scenes with him and Nicole Kidman where she's not like trying to jam her tongue down his throat because they portray Nicole Kidman's character as like super thirsty for freaking Batman, which is hilarious. But the scenes where she's giving him therapy and he's talking about his parents and he keeps seeing that bat and it's so symbolic and it's so deep and moving. And I really wish that Joel Schumacher, the director, like took that approach, took that serious approach, you know, showing the flashbacks of him and his parents' funeral, and it was just so good, like better from what I remembered. So I gotta give Val Kilmer a lot of credit. He is honestly, in my opinion, the most underrated Batman. And I always appreciated him as Batman. I would have loved to see him in a sequel as Batman, but fortunately that never happened. We got George Clooney instead. But nonetheless, he did a great job. And man, and I won't lie, as a kid, this was my favorite movie. This was my favorite Batman movie for a while when I was a kid. I would rewatch the hell out of this. This was actually the first Batman movie I saw in theaters as a kid. I remember my parents taking me to see it and just being overjoyed. And does anyone remember those Batman Forever mugs? Or it's like these plastic glass cups. I think either Burger King or McDonald's were giving them out, or you had to get a Happy Meal or something to get them. Anyway, yeah, just a lot of nostalgia, a lot of childhood memories. So, you know, praise and thanks to Val Kilmer, man, because his performance is gonna live on forever, just like the title of this movie. Yeah, so number four is Batman Forever. Oh, now we're getting into it now. It's like, oh, you know, like we're gonna go with number three is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Him playing the character of Gay Perry. He's so witty and so great. His dialogue is great. This is directed by Shane Black. Robert Downey Jr. is great in it. They're just chemistry. There's buddy banter. Their back and forth is just hilarious. Like when Robert Downey Jr. does the Russian roulette scene, he's like, "What did you just do?" Or when he tells him like, "You know what I would find in a dictionary if your name was in it or something." He says, "You'll find a picture of me." He goes, "No." Or something. He says, "You are the fucking definition of that," or stupid, or something like that along those lines. Haven't seen it in a while. I really want to rewatch it now more than ever. But this is one I always appreciated. So under the radar, underrated, like dark comedy, neo crime thriller. Like really unique movie. It reminds me of The Nice Guys and makes sense because I think The Nice Guys that's the one with Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. I think that movie is directed by Shane Black as well, which would make sense because it's like the same kind of formula and tone. Yeah, so he was great. There he is. There he is. The late great Val Kilmer. Wow. Man, I should have Top Gun in here as well. I don't know why I almost forgot to include Top Gun, but yeah, Top Gun, Iceman, of course. I may just go grab that in a bit, but honorable mention, Top Gun, of course. But yeah, number 3 is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and this is the hard one right here. Wasn't planning to rank. We're just kind of just going off the cuff here. You know what? I just love Heat so much, even though it's a minor role. But he did it so well. But you know what? I'm gonna go number 2, Tombstone. I know this is a lot of people's number ones, and I don't disagree at all. Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday. I was just rewatching scenes at work. Just so good. The fact that he never got nominated for Best Supporting Actor for this movie is a travesty. It's a crime against humanity. This is why the Oscars has been a joke for a long time, because it's like you don't need that validation. The only validation you need, Mr. Val Kilmer, is that you are a legend and that will live on forever. That's more valuable and more better than winning an Oscar, in my opinion. You know, especially just seeing the outpour of how many people will miss Val Kilmer. Like when I found out he passed away, I was really, really shocked and really kind of like distraught. Not distraught, but like just emotionally moved. I guess because I just grew up watching a lot of his movies as a kid, and of course, you know, him being Batman was everything. So yeah, him as Doc Holliday, man, just so iconic with his "I'll be your Huckleberry," like just such an iconic line, you know, just amazing, amazing. Tombstone is one of the best westerns ever made, period, and all thanks to Val Kilmer, just so legendary in this performance. Just his mannerisms, he's just so cool, so badass in this movie. Yeah, so Tombstone, yeah, that's number 2. And then number 1, I have to put Heat because I just absolutely love this movie. I love the Steelbook. I wish they had Val Kilmer in the back, but it's just them there. It's this movie is so good. There's a shot of Val Kilmer right there. I think his character's name is Chris. And even though he played a supporting character, it was very powerful, very nuanced, very, he still stood out among the, big cast, among the big titans that are Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. He still stood out because that's how good of an actor he was. And just that sequence in the shootout, when he goes to reload, I heard, behind the scenes commentary that a lot of military personnel, military specialists and instructors, they always show that scene where he's reloading the rifle and say, "Hey, this is how fast you need to reload your rifle during a firefight." And I just think that's pretty cool. That's awesome. Yeah, Val Kilmer did that, guys. So yeah, he's a badass. He's a legend for so many reasons. And that line he says just stuck with me, where he says, "The sun sets or the sun rises with her." When he's talking about Ashley Judd's character, his wife, very powerful. And then that look they give each other, oh my god, it gets me every time. Yeah. So yeah, Heat. I just love Heat, and I love his performance in Heat too. Very, very subtle, very underrated, and it was enough. And that's just the kind of actor he was, and he will be missed forever. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab Top Gun because I cannot believe I did not include Top Gun. Shame on me, shame on me. Well, we are gonna rectify that right now because we have to talk about Top Gun. We have to. Even though you have Tom Cruise on the cover, there's no Maverick without his wingman, and that is Iceman. Yeah, especially Maverick. that was Val Kilmer's final role, reprising his role as Iceman. And that scene he has with Tom Cruise is so powerful. It's so emotional. I rewatched it and I was tearing up already. It hits hard. It hits different now that he's gone. And I'm glad that he chose this to be his final movie. And it feels so symbolic and it just feels so right. It just feels like he went on a high horse. You know what I mean? With this being his last performance, and it just mirrors his real life. And I highly recommend checking out Val Kilmer's documentary on Amazon Prime called Val. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. Do yourself a favor. You're a Val Kilmer fan. Watch that documentary. It is very moving. It is powerful. It is beautiful. Just Val Kilmer filming life, filming everything, his whole career trajectory in Hollywood, his whole everything, from movie productions to just living life and enjoying it. It's just beautiful piece of art that he, had the privilege to film and share with us, the world, and it's great. And going back to Top Gun Maverick, that scene with Maverick and Iceman is everything, And then the funeral, just gets me every time. It's just a perfect send off. Very bittersweet, but beautiful and perfect. So there you have it. This is very different from what I normally do when I do my haul videos. I just want to take the time to commemorate this amazing actor, who meant the world to a lot of fans. So we're just gonna have him there in Tombstone, or maybe the Doors, or let's do the Saint because you get a nice, clear image of the legend right there, Val Kilmer. Can't wait to rewatch this one. So there you have it. That's my update slash haul pickups for April. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, just want to say I appreciate it. Consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. Give this video a like if you are a big supporter of physical media and just enjoy talking about actors and everything to do with movies. And I'll catch you guys, as always, in the next one.